This is my first year becoming an ambassador. We're lucky here at the Giants that they've just taken on this program to do through Giants Care, and my role is sort of presenting, on different topics to do with mental health, but also to learn about mental health along the way. I grew up in New Zealand. It was a bit of a rough upbringing where mental health and drugs and alcohol was sort of ingrained in our culture, and family members suffered a lot, and also myself. I've been at the lowest of lows, I've been at the highest of highs, but to be able to learn, like I said, to be able to learn about this sickness was probably the main reason for me wanting to become an ambassador. I think it's important because, like I said, especially for sports persons, we go through the highest of highs, and there's a lot more lows that people don't see. And if we can gain tools around mental health and different aspects of mental health, if we can gain tools, and so when next time the things arise, next time we're at a low, that really help us in those situations moving forward. When you're down on form, it's hard to get out of a slump. When your form's down, when the team's not doing so well, from my personal experience, the biggest times where I've probably suffered, and trying to get out of that rut was really hard. I remember it vividly, like it was yesterday. I went like 2 or 3 games in a row where I was bad, and it come to a point where in the game, I was so bad in the game. I remember we played the Bulldogs, I was that bad. I should have got hooked, I should have got pulled off the field, but I was lucky in that time that I had a coach who really stuck by me. And I think one of the main things for me is probably that I've learned through the offload period is probably negative thinking. As a sports person, I think your own worst enemy is yourself. And when you get into that mindset where everything's just negative, and you feel like the harder you work, the worse you get. Gaining tools around that sort of stuff, and gaining tools around my temper. I've got a pretty bad temper, and just something as simple as an ABCDE model, which is, I'll give an example. Just like, say I'm driving on the road and someone zooms past me and cuts me off. Automatically I'm seeing red, I'm angry. My thought, I carry that on for the next hour. I'm angry for the next hour where it shouldn't. I should be able to flush it. And I think learning the ABCDE model is like just trying to think, maybe that guy, maybe his family was an accident. You don't know. I don't know what his reasons for wanting to cut me off and zooming past me were. If I thought that to start with, I wouldn't be angry. I'd be like, there you go, you go past. Rather than me carrying that anger for the next hour, because I'm the sort of person who would. So just little things like that, like the ABCDE model, is something that's really helped me and will help me in my everyday life.